I didn't know you've seen a bobcat. That's
Ah,
cool.
Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? We're going to be doing a topic tonight. Like I said, don't mess with the wildlife because they can mess with you back. We're going to do predictions for this year. So after the video is done, we're going to go into the comments below and take a guess on how many encounters are going to be happening this upcoming year. I think we're going to go ahead and do the continental U.S. because it's a little bit easier to keep track of how many attacks there are. This is going to be for people that are, I'm trying not to use that one word,
Dumb.
or dumb enough to try and actually take selfies with animals, try and get close to them, and kind of like pestering them.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Molly.
And like I said, I'm not too sure if we're going to include hunters' encounters with these.
Tomorrow's Kathy's birthday.
Yep, tomorrow's Kathy's birthday, so happy birthday, Kathy.
Happy birthday, Kathy.
And like I said, it's basically going to be people who are just dumb enough just to get too close and mess with the animals. You know, they want to get a selfie with them. They want to pet the animals, stuff like that. As you know, wild animals are wild animals. So we're going to include, anything from a squirrel up to moose. So, bison, bobcats, mountain lions.
Dogs.
You know what? I'm not sure if I'm going to include domestic dogs.
No, I didn't say anything about domesticated dogs.
Yeah.
Wild dogs.
Yeah. That's not a really big thing. Yeah, they are here. But still, it's just
hogs then.
Say again.
Hogs.
Hogs are going to be included. I do know there was 3 confirmed last year, but I did not do that. I just did a prediction of bison attack last year, and I missed it by 3.
How many was it?
There was 14 that I was able to find, and a lot of them were duplicate of duplicate of duplicate. And so I had to write it all down.
Oh wow!
Dates, where it happened, stuff like that. So
near misses don't count.
Near misses don't count. But yeah, like I said, there was a total of 14 that I can find. So, like I said, at the mid-December of next year, we'll do a follow-up on this particular episode of Pest Center Outdoors Live. And I'll spend a couple days digging through and finding all of the incidences that did happen, write them down, and then we'll go over what happened.
I did see a video about a guy who was fishing for salmon or something. He's sitting in his lawn chair, and a bear comes up and sits next to him.
Yeah, but the bear didn't do anything to him.
No, but that was like, he was freaked. He didn't even see him coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about,
I'm
talking about like tourists who are trying to get close to the animals is basically what I'm looking for.
Does a hiker being chased by a mountain lion count?
I don't know.
He backed up and said no about 1 billion times while the thing was chasing him.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. He just
do not pet fluffy cows. Yes. But yeah, like I said, I did this in this last year, where I actually did count 14. So I'm going to try and keep a running tab. I do kind of keep an eye on the news with the wildlife. I enjoy watching the wildlife. But then again, like I said, watching the wildlife, not interacting with them. Not going up there and say, oh, what a cute old big old giant fluffy cow. Let me get a selfie with you.
I've seen people get attacked by turkey.
Turkeys are vicious. A lot of people don't
realize.
They are. Yeah. They got like little 3-inch spurs on them. They'll go right through denim.
And wild geese, the Canada geese or whatever, they can break your arms with just their wings.
With their wings, oh yeah. Now with the Egyptian goose, they actually have a spur on their wing.
I heard about that one, but I don't know much about it.
Yes.
I've never seen one. But hey Rob.
Both Robs, yeah. No, they are kind of they're kind of ugly and neat at the same time. They really are.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it is an invasive species here in the U.S. They are in Florida that I know of. So they are on the remove list. Same as with the we'll save that for a different topic for a different time. I might do that a little bit, maybe here in a few weeks. I'm thinking about next week doing Darwin Awards.
Mhm.
I mean, it is a subject. Maybe we can save somebody in the future for, hey, I didn't know this can happen to you. So, yeah,
Well, Rob doesn't have to deal with murder floofs.
yes. But
There's
yeah,
no bears
I'm
in.
not talking about, so the attacks I'm not talking about is somebody who is camping and the bear finds them, okay? I'm not going to do that one. I'm just the ones that the tourists go in and actually try and interact with the wild animals. So that is going to be my clause of weeding all those out. Spontaneous attacks from behind or something like that, I am not going to count. Maybe I can do a episode on that as well because that does happen quite often.
Well, I've got one that you actually are responsible for on this one.
Mhm.
That's on the same topic.
Mhm.
Wilderness Family.
Oh yeah.
I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
The children brought home, were followed home, mind you,
Mm-hmm.
by two cougar cubs. Then the dad picks up the the cubs and takes them back, and still gets attacked.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he wasn't trying to do it, but it just started.
Yeah.
Does that
Like I
count?
said, yeah, like I said,
He was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to put them back.
Yeah.
With the kids, it followed the kids.
Oh, the ninja gray squirrels, yes. Especially for Rob on the road. Like
What
I said,
about black squirrels?
the what?
Black squirrels.
Black squirrels? Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah, here they're all over here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know much about them, mind you, but they're here.
It's just a darker color. It's still part of the gray squirrel family. They just have a black coat on them.
Now,
It's a genetic.
yeah, I know about your badgers, Rob. They got some big badgers over there.
We don't need no stinking badgers.
We got plenty of badgers here.
Oh yeah, we got lots of badgers and wolverines here.
I think ours are bigger, though. I think ours are bigger.
I don't know. I really haven't seen the badgers there in the UK.
That's something I want to test up close.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I said, the wife, Molly says, that's something you want to test up close. Yeah. Like I said, if you
The
want
best way to do that is by
see
when
the
a
wild-
lives from 2 miles away.
yeah, if you want to see
And
the
even then,
wildlife,
you might be too close.
get a good camera.
Like I said, even then you might be too close when it comes to a badger or a wolverine.
And like I said, minimum 100 yards for some of the predator animals. Bison, I would say 50 yards. However, a bison can cover that 50 yards in about 20 miles an hour. So yeah, they can move really quick.
They're like 2,200 pounds plus.
Mm-hmm. And remember, a black bear can run up to 18 miles an hour on flat ground.
I thought it was 35.
Flat ground?
40.
No. Oh, I was talking grizzly.
Yeah. No, grizzlies, no. About 18, 20 miles an hour. They're still quick.
Hey, Joy.
Hey, Joy, how you doing? Nobody needs a badger in the bag, yeah.
Let's see. Dave Canterbury in the first season of Dual Survival interacted with a skunk in the Appalachian Mountains.
Mhm.
Not something he really wanted to do, but he did it anyway.
No, you don't do it. Yeah, like I said, the best way to view wildlife is from a distance. Get a good camera. Spend the money for a good lens because it's cheaper than a trip to the hospital.
Well, nowadays you can use a drone.
Actually, in some areas, you can't even use a drone.
Really?
Nope, you can't even use one to get close to the bison in Yellowstone or any of the parks because
Well, those are federal protected. That's why. Federal.
Yeah. Like I said, taking drones and going chasing wildlife, not a good
Not
combination.
chasing them, just recording them.
Yeah, no,
you can't do that with wild pigs, though. I think they said you can't use drones for wild pigs because it's against the law or something.
no, that's why they use helicopters.
But what if your drone's a helicopter?
Yeah, but you're not in it.
Didn't specify about being in it.
Joy.
No,
Yes.
I actually haven't really been, attacked by, trying to. Oh, wait. This was outside the U.S. when this was happened, and we were on maneuvers in Germany. We go to get into our skip shelter because that's part of the games we were a part of, and we run into a litter of wild cats. We have to. That's true. But I got bit by a wild cat because I was trying to move it out of our way because we couldn't do our job with it being there.
Yeah,
it was just a kitten, but still.
That's why you call animal control.
There was no animal control on post.
I know. There should be.
Well, this was over 20 plus, almost 40 years ago. So it's a long time ago. Hey, CR.
What you doing, CR?
So anything that happens to CR doesn't count because he's Canadian. Not that you're Canadian. It's just the fact is that he's restricted this to continental U.S.
Yeah, but like I said, the clause is for this is going to be anybody who goes in and messes with them, wants to take a photo with them, a selfie, get too close, try and pet them. Like I said, I will probably include bee attacks on this one here too, for those, because I came across it several times because somebody decided to go ahead and, in between the ages of 14 and 18 to go and remove the box to see the bees.
I was wondering, could you expand it to the continent,
Continental US.
North American continent, because we do have some Canadians in here.
Yeah, North American continent. It's easier to keep track of the numbers. Like I said, I'm just not going to go into all the newspapers all over the world to try.
No. But I figured if we got CR, who's not too far from the border and stuff like that, I figured at least give them some, leeway because if there's something, there's a lot of more moose attacks up there than down where I'm at.
You know what? With Rob on the road, that is exactly true. I will do that like 95% of the time.
Did you know that most of them always get caught on camera?
I know, that's the whole point.
It's like somebody's out there serendipitously recording this while it's happening.
Now, tonight I will not be showing that. Other videos of that happening to somebody. I will not do that when we do the end of the year with that either. You can actually go to YouTube by yourself and actually look it up. So that's not something I'm going to put that up just to try and get numbers up. No, I'm not going to do that because to me that was kind of wrong.
Read what Rob just said. We were talking about turkeys earlier.
Yeah. Well,
they got spurs on them.
Oh yeah.
And an attitude.
Oh yeah. Wild turkeys have a major attitude. Very territorial.
Which reminds me, since it would basically happen in Hawaii that I know of, because they have a ton of wild chickens.
Yeah, they also have the wild chickens down in the Keys of Florida.
Okay, I didn't know about that one, but I just know that Johnny told me, he was showing me when he was doing more of his lives, that he was showing me the wild chickens in his area.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, as long as you're not overrun with the wild chickens, you're okay. Once the population gets way out of hand, that's when it becomes a problem.
Oh yeah. But
it's like having, like I said, an instance for us before we left Arizona, we had a couple of people who were feeding the cats in the neighborhood.
Right.
And yeah, the cats were just way out of hand. They were marking their territory everywhere, spraying everything.
Oh, that's the males mainly.
No, the females will spray too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, Johnny Harper.
Yeah.
He actually commented on my videos, so he liked the hatchet one that I did.
Yeah. Like I said, the one thing I have not come across in a while is when somebody's messing with a Gila monster. I haven't seen that in a long, long time, which is good.
Actually, I seen somebody do one with a chameleon down in Florida. It bit their ear.
Mhm.
It like latched on.
Yeah, but yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like seriously painful or anything like that. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Now, catfish, I've seen people mess with catfish and they really get their hands ravaged. And
Yeah,
stuff.
when they're noodling.
Yeah. I mean, literally, someone forgot to wear their glove, which was dumb, but still. But I'm not sure. You can't really get ravaged by fish too much here in Iowa, but unless you're like noodling or something.
You know what? I don't know if I'm going to call that one either, Rob, because it's going to be the same thing with the hunters. You know, they're actually going out into that environment. I'm talking about like tourists, people just being careless.
Yeah.
Being investigative. Curious.
Yeah. Don't get the murder kittens.
Yes.
Just because it's a kitten doesn't mean it's a cat.
Yeah, the murder cats, as we call the mountain lions.
Mountain lions, bobcats, the works. There's
The murder kitties.
well, there's that. Yeah, I know it's not in the U.S. There is a full-grown lion, whatever is there. It's one of the main big cats, but he's only the size of a house cat.
Yeah,
but he's full grown, but he looks like a wild cat, but he's not. But they don't have them here in the United States unless someone has it at a zoo or something. Yep.
That's called wildlife for a reason.
That movie about those three brothers who did the filming, they end up with that cave full of bears.
Yeah, that's going to be Wild America.
Yeah, they did. That was the kind of stupid stuff that you're talking about, right?
Yes. Especially with that inexperience. Yes, unfortunately, those boys did have some experience because that is based on a true story. Okay.
Yeah, but they ended up in that bear cave? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was their intent, was it?
Not really, from what I understand. I don't know the full story between that whole family.
I know it's three brothers. I do know that.
Yes. Yeah, and their dad was a big-time wildlife photographer, and most of the kids all stayed with them as they got older and have families of their own. So, yeah, they're the ones that deal with Wild America. That's going to be the Stafford family.
So they would probably be the first ones to see all the stupid stuff.
Stafford. I think Stafford. I used to watch Marty Stafford when I was a kid. I watched him back in the the early.
Stouffer.
Is it Stouffer? Okay.
Stouffer. Stouffer.
Just like the lasagna.
Yep. Or any of those other baked, pastas.
Yeah. So yeah, if like I said, on YouTube you can actually pull up Wild America, and you can actually watch all those old episodes, which go back to at the time having a portable camera. At the time, spent thousands of dollars at the time for a camera. Like $4,000-$5,000. Now we're talking $40,000 for one of those cameras.
Oh yeah, they were the first.
Might be exaggerating, but yeah, I do know those cameras were expensive because of the lenses and everything else that they had.
There was no portable anything back then. They were doing with what they had.
Yeah, they actually had the battery belt. It was all on tape. On video tape.
Didn't they do 8mm at one time?
8mm was like 70s. I'm thinking about maybe he could have done 8mm back then.
Oh, they're talking about this was in the 60s, so possibly. Let me see here. I'm double checking. I'm trying to find out the exact information, so bear with me here, folks. It came out in 97, but was in the summer of 67. So it would have been 8mm. I can't hear you, Jason.
It might have been just a wind-up camera that he had.
Well, I thought it was about, let's see.
I mean, they've done some pretty awesome videos.
I'm using the movie as a basis, folks. For bear with me. So I'm probably not getting a lot of factual information.
Yeah,
but it is. They do have the gist of what we were doing, like filming alligators. And no, people, they're not like Crocodile Dundee.
No. So that's what I learned.
Go ahead.
Well, that's what I also learned about the prairie chicken when I was a very young kid. Everybody
Prairie chickens are real.
Oh yeah, but they're also called a grouse, and those things are pretty fun to watch, especially during their mating call. How they stomp real fast and turn in a circle.
They have grouse here in Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's called a prairie chicken.
Now, like I said myself, only time I got bit for something wild, it was a wild cat, and that was because I was told I had to move it before we can get to doing our jobs. I just didn't have any gloves on, which I was stupid for.
Oh, cats will actually bite through a leather glove.
Yeah, this was a kitten, so I was lucky.
Well, they have sharp teeth.
Yes, they do. Oh, yeah. You don't mess with whales or anything like that either, folks. They will capsize your boat just as easy as anything. And if you're wearing your wetsuit, you look just like a seal to them. They'll eat you up just like nothing.
And the white sharks will get you if the orcas don't.
Yeah. We're not talking like the Meg or anything like that, but still. What was for supper, Jason?
Like I said, I'm having troubles eating it.
What is it?
Pasta shells with our Alfredo sauce and broccoli and pulsa kielbasa.
Oh, I thought it was like potato salad or something.
No, it's kind of hard to eat it with a fork because it keeps rolling off the fork.
So like a spaghetti with a spoon type of thing.
Yeah. So I can't quite wolf it down real quick.
Yeah. Oh man. I haven't heard anybody getting attacked by sea otters yet. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but
well,
I've heard about people getting attacked by sea lions.
Oh yeah. You get too close and you mess with them, yeah.
The thing is, the ones I saw were down in Monterey. The actual sea lions were on their boat. When they were not at the boat, the sea lions would get off onto the docks and into their boats. I have not really dealt with a river otter, but I have seen seals and a bunch of other stuff when I was over stationed in California. Those things are big.
Yeah.
I've seen them sink a boat because there's too many of them.
Yeah, I know sometimes the videos are kind of funny, but at the time for the people who are being attacked, it's not funny. Well, but the ones that make it funny are the squirrels.
You got squirrels in your pants?
No, when people are messing with the squirrels.
Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
Yeah. Oh, what a cute squirrel. Give it some nuts and all that, and then try and grab it and pet it. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Those things carry the bubonic plague, folks. Some of them do.
Only in certain areas, and it's going to be off the fleas, not the animal itself.
But still, just being around it is enough.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, like I said,
I have
otters
not seen any otters in Iowa, so where would they be at? I mean,
Along the
not
river?
just that I wanted to pet one or anything like that, but I just would know what they're here. I have seen. It looked like a ferret to me, but it wasn't a ferret. It was too big.
it's probably a martin.
Possibly, but it was white.
Could be a ferret. Could be a mink.
It was the same time one of my first shorts I ever did on YouTube.
Oh, hi, Ghost.
Hey, Ghost. I was actually filming some wild ducks, little ducklings and stuff, and it was stalking them from the bank.
Mhm.
So I'm assuming it was going after the ducklings, but I didn't have my camera on that particular moment, which really sucked. I wish I would have got it on film.
Yeah, like I said, it's just one of those things. Like I said, for people who are joining us, after the video is done, go ahead and comment in the comment section below and make a guess on how many attacks are going to happen. Actually, I'm not going to call them attacks. I'm going to call them encounters.
I'm going to say 17 for wild turtles.
17 for wild turtles.
You'd be surprised how many people say, it's a pet turtle. I want to have a pet turtle.
Yeah, those snapping turtles will really tear your face.
I'm not talking snappers. I'm talking
all of them.
Yeah, all of them in general. Because there's tortoises, there's painted turtles, there's sand turtles, there's the snapping turtles, and the red-eared turtles, and all this other stuff.
Now, where is our turtle man, anyways?
We don't know where Turtle Man is right now, but I'm sure if we keep on mentioning turtles, he might show up.
Yeah. Yes, Ed, we're talking about Blake. Yeah, like I said, weasels as well. Yeah, we got weasels here as well. Not where I'm at, but here in the continental U.S.
Yeah, Rob, I've heard about people using geese as guard animals.
Oh yeah, you can't bribe them.
Mm-mm. They're very territorial, and if they like you and they've claimed you, there's nothing that you could stand. You can actually sit there and pet them, and next thing, and they'll still protect you.
Oh yeah.
But I've only seen that in the movies twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
People mentioning that.
Yeah, so like I said, in the comments below, go ahead and guess how many encounters are going to happen this year, this calendar year.
I'm still saying 17 turtles.
17 turtles. No, I mean all encounters. This year, I am going to go with 23, so I'm going to put 23 in the comment section below after the video.
Okay, is this going to be, are you counting animals as a whole, or are you talking about reptiles and mammals? Okay.
Yeah, people doing not so smart things with the wildlife.
Okay.
So I'm going to, instead of saying, I'm saying now, stupid people doing stupid stuff with wild animals, we're going to call them encounters.
The people who mess with crows. You know what happens when people mess with crows?
Yeah, I'm just going to do North America, Rob, because it's just easier to keep track of.
That goes from the top of Alaska all the way down to Mexico.
Into Mexico, yeah.
So.
Yeah, like I said, that kind of stuff doesn't make it out of Mexico for the news. I haven't come across
because they get buried. They don't. There's nothing left to even record.
Yeah. Ghost says 2,300, but no. In the comment section below after the video is done.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah. So they can all come back and re-reference it at the end of the year.
Just think, the ones that you're talking about being recorded. What about the ones that don't get recorded?
Well, I'm going off of what I can find off the internet.
Right.
So recorded or not, yes, because some of the ones that I have here on the list were not recorded.
So reported.
Reported, yes.
So, how many were there total overall last year of all things?
That I can find. I don't know about everything, but with the bison only 14. I
Okay,
do
so
know
we
there
know
was
it's more than
several
that.
with large cats, and there was several with coyotes.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've seen that happen with coyotes, especially I was surrounded by coyotes once. Um,
yeah, and I do know there was 3 hogs attacks here in Texas last year, and 2 of them were in the Houston or not Houston, Dallas Fort Worth area. I don't remember where the other one was. That's 2,843. Yes, I know some may even go unreported, but yeah, I'm talking about something that was reported through either through a news source or captured on video. I will not show videos. Uh, Hospital records, like I said, a lot of this stuff gets pushed aside, so some of it's actually pretty hard to find. But I'm going with reported cases. So this year I'm not going to do just bison only. I'm going to do all wildlife.
does someone have to be hurt, or does it just happen to be encountered?
Uh, all the encounters I came across, people were injured or they did die.
Because there
There
was
That's last year.
last year, someone actually had a kangaroo go through their backyard here in Iowa.
Here in Iowa.
Don't ask me how.
Yeah, that's still a wild animal, but that's a captive wild animals, which I would do that one there.
But the thing is, it hopped through their backyard.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts, but that was an interesting encounter, especially
Yeah.
here in Iowa.
Well, I don't want to call it an attack because YouTube might think
So I say encounter is another way of saying it.
yes, an encounter where somebody is injured or they did not survive. So I want to try and bring this awareness to people. This is why I'm doing it. So I don't want anybody going up to these wild animals thinking, oh, look at the fluffy cow. I want to go up there and pet it and get my picture taken with it. Like I said, unfortunately, note to self, where you can visit wildlife locations and ruin Jesus members. Here we go. Yeah, no, like I said, this is going to be something that people are just being careless. I know almost every one of these were people from the city. These were all tourists going to a tourist location to go and see the wildlife.
And that does not mean you're hitting them with your car.
Yeah, no, this is being reckless of yourself and others around you when you go up there and try and pet the wildlife. That is what I am calling in an encounter. So, being stalked by a mountain lion or by wolves, that's a little bit different. I mean, somebody doing something not so bright.
Right.
So that is what the encounters I am going to count. Yeah, like I said, the hunters go out, and hunt. Yes, sometimes they do get injured and or they don't make it home. That is a risk that person is taking. They kind of know what they're doing. Same thing with the pest control industry. We are supposed to know what we're doing.
Okay, this one's from back in 2013. Just to let you know. There's been in 2013. We were counting the animal vehicle accounts. We're not accounting, so I'm not going to mention those. But 322 encounters with ending in injury and 4 fatalities in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
People probably trying to pet, baby deer and not realizing mama's watching.
Oh yeah, yes. That mother deer got very sharp hooves. She will mess you up real good.
Mm-hmm.
Another counter that I'm going to count is the gentleman who saved the bison calf from drowning in the river. I did count that one. That was within a counter. Unfortunately, he was not injured. However, they did put the calf down because now the herd will not accept it because a human intervened.
Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen the video about the moose who interacted with people to save its calf that was drowned. It was stuck in the water on the thing, and they actually rescued it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, Molly says she saw it. I don't know if I want to count that one or not. Like I said, it didn't end.
Moose asked for help.
Yes. Nobody was injured. Everything turned out fine. And it wasn't just one person. It was several people.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, I'm talking about the not so bright ones that are trying to earn the Darwin Award or remove themselves from the gene pool. Those are the ones I am counting. You be quiet. Oh, I got a whole lot left in the bowl.
Well, the only thing, the biggest things we have, like we got some cougars, white deer, gray foxes, red foxes, coyotes, and bobcats. The other small ones include the possums, otters, and muskrats, and the adorable eastern mole. Now, swans, you got to watch out for. They may be pretty, they can be deadly. I've heard about swan attacks too. Surprisingly.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a minute.
They said mountain lions and moose have been seen in many parts of Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
They're
everywhere.
They're not resident species, but they do cross over from neighboring states.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if someone got ravaged by a chipmunk, I would laugh my butt off. But because it was a chipmunk, then I would say, "Oh my gosh, hope you got your rabies shot."
Oh yeah. Coco. Hold on.
I'm going to nominate myself for a Darwin for one thing I used to do as a kid, which is stupid now. I know it now, but not then. Was catching bats.
There, I had to feed the dog.
Jason?
What?
When I was a teen, about 13, 14, I used to wear a stocking cap and catch bats.
Okay.
By tossing my hat up in the air while they were flying by, and they go.
Oh, the bats.
Bats.
Yes.
Bat. B-A-T.
Bats are cool.
Yeah, bats are cool. Like I said,
the thing is, I was a 13-year-old kid who thought it was cool you could catch bats by throwing your hat in the air.
Yeah, like I said, I try not to encourage that with anybody at all. Just leave the bats alone.
Did you not hear me say I nominate myself for a Darwin for that one?
No, you can't nominate yourself for a Darwin Award unless you're dead.
I didn't die, but I could have. Could have got rabies.
Yeah, it's hard for them to actually catch the rabies, believe it or not.
Well, I mean, they can still bite you.
Oh, they can still bite you.
But that's why you wear gloves when you do this.
Yeah, and you have to have welder's gloves.
Yeah, well, I just had regular gloves. I was stupid. Like I said, I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't think it actually would work. Because, you see them chasing insects, you toss your stocking cap up where it spins or open,
mm-hmm.
and they dive right into it.
Oh. By the way, from Mr. Ghost, he's actually getting out now. So, which is a good thing. If anybody's on Instagram, you can check him out.
He's getting what?
He's getting outside now. He's getting mobile.
Oh, congratulations!
Mm-hmm. Hi, Cecilia.
Yeah.
I am going to take a quick intermission while I go and refill my coffee.
Okay, but everybody rearrange the seats and we'll come back and wouldn't know where anybody is.
Hi, Cecilia.
How you doing, Molly?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing better than I was last week.
That's good.
I'm sorry you didn't win yesterday. You came close, but
Yeah.
he Mike was on a roll. He just charged on with the questions and stuff. I only stumped him a couple times. I tried to stump him. But hey, you're 1-1, so we got 10 more times before someone, is the overall winner. Oh man.
Yeah, like I said, Mr. Fox Outdoors probably won't be in for at least another 20 minutes or so.
Or
because,
he's on, he's just not saying anything.
No, he's probably live hopping right now due to going back and forth between Mallory's live too. It's the first of the month.
Oh, I didn't get a notification from Mallory.
Speaking of the Fox.
Told you, he's already here.
No, I've been sitting in my room the whole day. I've had the last 4 days for me have been nerve-wracking, stressful, and just damn near put me in a depression.
Why? What happened?
Lost my wallet.
Oh no!
Credit cards, ID, everything. Stuff I've had stuff in that wallet for 20 years. I can't replace it.
Yeah.
Did you find it yet?
Huh?
Did you find it yet?
No, I lost it. I went to the store, bought stuff, came home, didn't have it in my pocket, immediately went back, couldn't find it. So for the last 4 days, I've had virtually no sleep. Absolutely stressed out because of it. So I've gotten most of it all taken care of. On top of that, I had like $400 or $500 in my wallet.
Oh my god!
In cash.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Oh my!
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't carry all your eggs in the same wallet.
Well, I wasn't planning to. I was going to deposit. Yep. I normally carry just $200 on me just for work purposes. And just in case something goes sideways, at least I have cash for it. But
I've had that happen, but not that much. I never had that much on me.
It was normally I take it home and I bring it and I stack it over here on my thing so I could put it in with my deposit. But I didn't get a chance to because I got my paycheck on Sunday, came home, and did that stuff and lost it at the gas station. And of course, people are scrupulous little shitbags. And I literally lived 5 minutes from the gas station. They could have literally dropped it off at the house, but no. Some immoral bastard piece of shit
probably kept it,
saw all the money in there and was like, oh, well, it's mine now. Heaven forbid the actual peace of mind of actually having something like that returned because,
It's like me when I got lucky when I got my phone back when I lost it the other day.
Yeah, they probably saw it.
Phone doesn't have any money on it.
Yeah, no, they probably took the cash and just threw the wallet in the trash can.
Check the trash cans. Nothing in there.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure what they did is they picked it up, put it in their pocket to make it not look suspicious, drove off the property, then looked at it and was like, holy shit, there's like $400 or $500 in here. I hope whoever found that wallet and took all that money, I literally hope they get in a car accident and die in a fire.
I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah. Maybe
I've got most of everything taken care of. I've already gotten all the pertinent information and stuff already fixed and taken care of. I just got to wait for it to ship to my house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm out the money and some other things, but I'll live and now I have a bit more peace of mind, so I'll be able to get some sleep.
If you lost it at the gas station, do they have cameras?
Well, they have cameras, but whether or not they actually want to divulge the for the video is going to be a whole different story. And I'm not going to waste my time with the police down here. They're fucking stupid. They're lazy. They're more concerned with getting you for dumb stuff than actually doing
making their quotas.
Say what?
Making their quotas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd rather make their quotas than actually take care of the actual problems in this
Oh,
city.
your friend is here.
Smackus!
We heard Cliff.
He heard you, and he came up.
I guess.
Yes,
Honest-
Oh, sorry about that, Cliff.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, brother.
Such is life. It's only the second time in 42 years that I've lost my wallet.
I've never had that problem. But are you going to get a chain wallet or something?
No, I got to figure out what I want to get this time for a wallet. I don't know what I'm going to get.
Something with an air tag or something. Track your wallet.
Air tags are fine as long as the battery works.
Yep.
I drain batteries. That's why I don't have a lot of. That's why I don't wear watches anymore.
I can't wear watches. I short them out.
Me too. They last about a year and then they die. And those watch batteries are supposed to last like 3 to 5
How do you
years.
get them to last a year?
Oh, I burn them out.
Mine do a couple of days. My dad used to make them run backwards.
Mine used to run slow. Digital watches used to run slow on me.
Mine just short out and stop working.
Yeah, I've actually, when I was younger, I actually killed a quartz watch.
My dad used to kill me. The only way I used to be able to carry any kind of watch on me is a pocket watch, but even that didn't last long.
Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to actually make a quartz watch stop working?
I don't know. They stopped. That's all I know.
Quartz watches don't stop working. They're designed to run for like all eternity. And I actually negated the properties of the quartz watch power, and that thing just stopped working after like 3 months.
I was debating on getting one of those ones they keep going by the swinging of your arm.
Wyatt.
Oh yeah, my dad has one like that.
I heard they're supposed to be pretty
Perpetual
efficient.
winding watches.
Self-winding, yeah. My dad, like I said, used to have the old wind-up wristwatch.
Those old analog clocks.
Yeah. The thing is, he'd cause it to run backwards. Mechanical watches backwards.
I think mechanical watches will stop running on me.
Yeah, apparently it must be a thing in certain families because it doesn't happen everywhere, but certain people it just happens.
Doesn't happen with anybody else in my family but me. I'm the only one that does it. Like
I don't wear watches because of my past work history. Yep. Made it easier when cell phones came out because then the clock was on there.
Yeah, same.
And to think they said what 50, 60 years ago that we weren't going to have all of that all at once. You weren't going to have a computer, a calculator, a means of communication, all in one device. And look where we're at now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but we even got movies we can watch now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and like I said, we can talk to each other on watches now with the watches.
Oh, I hate those smart
conversations,
watches.
the little video watches. Yeah.
You can watch a movie on your watch now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would I want to watch a movie on a screen the size of a
It's switching it.
Tamagotchi?
Yeah, no, that's what the
Okay,
Pharrell is.
you mentioned a Tamagotchi to a millennial or a Zennial, you would not even know what you're talking about.
No.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm thankful that everybody in here is old enough to understand what I'm saying, except for maybe Wyatt.
I don't know, Grace.
Yeah.
My dad's, every time he got a mechanical watch that was given to him for his birthday or Christmas or something, he put it on, and not even 3 days later, it was running backwards.
Now, get back to our subject.
Sorry. Animal attacks by stupid people.
Yes. How about in your state there, Cliff?
Haven't checked on it. Most everybody's still indoors because the last 2 days has been absolute garbage weather.
I'm talking about over the last year.
As of last year?
Yeah,
From last year to now.
I mean, I suppose I could look.
Yeah, if you folks in the chat want to chime in on this, you can too. Yeah, like I said, after the live, go ahead and put in your guess for the year. Like I said, I'm going to say 27 encounters. because I broadened the whole thing. It's not just bison. Yeah, your wife doesn't count, Rob.
I mentioned that already. I got in trouble.
We said cougars.
It's not really giving me an like actual number. It's just giving me categories for everything.
Yeah, that's what makes it so hard for the research. This one here took me 6 hours just to find these,
I've got.
and I had a narrowed down search.
I have like I'm just looking this stuff up. I've got like 6 different, or well, yeah, 3 or 4 different news channels. Reddit, dogsbite.org, Goldberg and Lauren, Cat Attack, PETA. No one cares what PETA thinks because their stuff stands for people eating tasty animals.
Yeah, because what was it? Not last year, but the year before, there was several squirrel attacks between the U.S. and England, where the squirrels just attack people for no reason.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there was a reason.
Yeah, I'm not counting those because the person wasn't doing something they were not supposed to. I'm talking like tourists going in and trying to pet the fluffy cows or pet the murder kitties or the trash pandas.
As long as you don't spook a trash panda, they're usually fairly.
Those usually try to get out of the way, but still.
Yeah. It's not like they're going to sit there and if you walk up to it, it's going to like jump at your face. You have to startle the heck out of it.
Yeah, when you startling it, or like I said, the ones in California and some of the other states where the mountain lion was being protective of their young. That's one thing.
That's when they'll get
that
you.
person is not doing something they're not supposed to.
Okay, this one's. I just found this one. Princeton gripped in fear after rabid raccoon rampage. That was December 2023.
Yeah. Now, Ghost. How many of those people were actually up there trying to pet the teddy bears?
Probably all of them.
Trying to get a selfie with it.
Oh, man found it mauled to death in zoo enclosure after staff spotted big cat with shoe in its mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's because that guy probably jumped in there to pet the cat or fell in doing something stupid.
Or the gate wasn't closed on the zookeeper. Most or all. Okay.
That's almost 1 bear attack a day.
Yes.
This one I've never heard of before. Teen nearly dies after collecting shells by hiding blue-ringed octopus.
Again, that's a stumble across. He wasn't pestering it, was he?
I don't know.
Exactly. We don't know.
Collecting shells, yeah, they just kind of hide in things.
Yeah. So more likely he probably just came across it and it was just something that just happened.
Picked it up, stuck it in his pocket, crawled out and stung him or got him.
Would that count?
No.
Okay.
No, because he wasn't trying to get a selfie or pet the animal.
Here's your Utah man gored and seriously injured by bison when he tried to pet. Admits he definitely an idiot in this scenario.
Exactly, right there. That's what I'm talking about.
That's a Darwin Award.
I kind of did want to pet him, so I just being naive about the whole thing. I just did that. Yeah, he just rocked me pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm talking about people doing dumb things they're not supposed to be doing, endangering themselves and others around them. It was pretty hard. I had to really narrow that search down and really search. Now, especially when you're going over like 60 pages on Google,
Good
70
Lord.
pages on Google, it's hard to find because a lot of it is repetitive. Yeah, anybody seen Blake lately?
Say to me the other day.
Okay, here's another one for you, Jason, that falls into your criteria. Man brings home venomous snake to show kids. Ends up in ER.
Exactly.
Dumbasses.
This one is in Australia, not in the United States, but
Yeah. But again, like I said, it's all around the world. It's just going to be easier for me to keep count of it here in the continental U.S. and Canada. Like I said,
okay,
a lot of
here's one from your former home state there, Jason. Arizona woman fatally trampled by elk who she might have tried to feed.
exactly.
This incident is believed to be the first deadly attack of its kind in the state.
Yeah, that one's kind of sort of up in the air though. Unless you like tried to run up on it to feed it, I can see that being a part of the case. But if she's like in her home and her like backyard's open, and they have access to her like yard, deck, porch, whatever the hell she has back there, and she had like some stuff in her hand, and they came up willingly, I wouldn't consider that doing something stupid.
Well, the problem is she went out there with food with them out there.
Guy tried to take a selfie with a deer, and then all he got was a painful rib injury.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, the one with Cliff was saying, that was kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, you're not supposed to feed wildlife. If
You
anybody's
can to an extent. Like that's the whole point of feeding stations if you're out hunting. You're
yeah,
technically feeding
the
wildlife.
station, yes, for those states who can do that,
Not by hand.
not by hand.
Yeah, if she was doing it by hand, then yeah, that one's kind of on her for sort of not doing the proper steppage. So yeah, I think that one kind of it's like gray area. It's like
Yeah,
it's a
that is
yes
gray.
and a no.
It's like people out in the park feeding the squirrels nuts out of their hands. Then the squirrel attacks their hand. That's an encounter because you're doing something you're not supposed to. You don't feed the wildlife. You don't take
Actually,
selfies.
I want
with
to
the
feed crows.
I mentioned crows earlier.
I want to get crows down here in this area. Like I see them every once in a while, but I want to get like a good flock down here, so they know that hey, I'm the friendly guy feeding them, and they'll be cool and like actually protected because crows are smart. They're not dumb creatures.
and bring you shiny objects.
Yeah, I'll start getting paper clip, piece of string, marble, bottle cap.
Okay, this one here I'm not sure of because they weren't directly acting with the animal in question. Elderly Florida man savagely attacked, bitten by rabid otter 41 times while feeding ducks.
Rabbit, right there. That's the deal breaker right there. No,
Okay, he wasn't interacting with the otter, just the ducks.
he was interacting with ducks and with a rabbit otter nearby, so therefore it does not count.
Okay.
I'm surprised that
But
the ducks
still-
actually didn't get alerted.
But still, don't go and feed the ducks at the parks. Okay, like I said, the waste from the ducks is so bad when that water, it can actually really pollute the water really bad, especially with a lot of the yeast that people feed them the bread, which is
Oh,
not
yeah.
good for ducks.
No, it is not. Ducks
It
or
is
geese.
very
You're supposed
bad
to.
for-
If
Okay,
you feed
you
them
mentioned
anything,
before.
you have to feed them grains like oatmeal.
Don't feed them.
Okay, I found an accidental bee one like you were talking about, but
Yeah.
he didn't know they were there.
That's one thing. Like I said, that's the ages between 14 and 17, or the male teenagers are going to go in there. Ooh, let's see the bees and lift it up.
No. He was
With-
moving a bag of soil, and apparently there was a nest of bees inside, and our grandpa was swarmed by bees on his own
Oh, yeah.
porch.
Mhm.
He didn't know the nest was there. He was just moving a bag of soil.
Yeah. No,
And
that's
it-
not going to count.
Okay,
That's if you go and, like I said, for incidents,
purposely he does it.
this has happened several times.
Poking a hornet's nest.
Phoenix area where the teenagers decide to go ahead and lift open the valve box to see the bees, to mess with the bees, and they chased them down and got them. One of them was in a fenced yard where they reached in, those little wrought iron gates. They actually
Yep.
reached in there and pulled the valve box open.
Yep, that's aggressive right now. That shows aggression to the bees, and I'm pretty sure what got them the most was that when the bees started flying around, they started swatting at them
Oh, yeah.
because that's what most normal people do when a bee gets around. It's like swatting mosquitoes. You hear a mosquito buzzing around, the first thing you do is your hand goes right towards it.
Yeah.
Same thing with a bee. Bee flies by your ear. The first thing you're going to do is whack it.
Yep, that's a sign of
Just
aggression.
the standard. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bees.
Yeah. Like I said,
And then the minute you hit the first one, that first bee sends out that danger pheromone, and all the other bees are like, "Oh crap, we got to go save him."
yeah, there's our target right there. Let's chase them away.
And that scent is on you too. Even if the minute
Oh,
you
yeah.
whack that bee, that scent is on you,
Mhm.
and they will take you out. See, that's why I don't panic when that video that I showed you guys with all the bees in my greenhouse. I was walking in and out of that thing the whole time, like all day, just back and forth, doing stuff inside, outside. I actually had a few of them land on me, and I just waited till they flew off.
Yeah, I got bees in my greenhouse yesterday when I was in there working.
I love the bee. I wish I had bees in there today, but I've had grungy weather.
Yeah. I'm at 70 degrees right now in the greenhouse, but yeah.
I'm at 60, but I've had cold,
Swamp,
rainy weather all
like
day.
Oh, yeah. No, those are just assholes with wings.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this one is definitely not on the same note, but it's weird. A lady was attacked by a venomous snake that fell from the sky from the claws of a hawk. Then the hawk went after her.
Yeah, now see, that's just straight up.
Bad luck.
She hit the triple jackpot on the shit-o-meter right there.
And it was a woman in Texas.
Yeah, I can believe that happening in Texas. Yeah.
She said he suffered bloody injuries from attack by two different animals, a snake that fell out of the sky onto her arm, and the hawk that was probably chasing it or carrying it.
Yep. That's my food, not yours.
Yeah, that's definitely the short end of the stick.
I mean,
That's just bad luck.
oh man, that's bad. I mean,
Like I said, that doesn't count. She didn't entice that to happen.
I want to just know one thing. Did she open an umbrella inside while walking under a ladder and stepping on a mirror?
possibly.
And kicking a black cat as it was crossing her path.
And it happened to be Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those scenarios.
Yeah, that's like, ugh.
But yeah, like I said, I'm just talking about when people are just doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Like I said, feeding wildlife is going to probably be one of them. You deserve to get that.
Most of the time, wildlife, I mean, if you're just calm and relaxed feeding them, they're not really going to do anything. It's when you make aggressive, sudden moves.
And keep your distance. That's the key.
What is Mac going on about?
Al, come here, bud.
It's cold out.
Yes.
Come here, Mac. Come on.
He's off.
So yeah, we're just using that as a as folklore. Yeah, superstitious. Of just the run of bad luck.
You know, bad luck is a woman getting gored by a bison on a proposal trip. She was getting proposed to when she gets scored.
Yeah,
Yes.
they probably got too close.
They got too close because they wanted the bison in with them when the proposal happened. She barely made it. Barely.
There's a reason why most of those paths nowadays are fenced. Like what they have the walkways, and then like maybe 3-4 feet past that, they have fencing now to keep dumb tourists from getting mauled to death.
Yeah, did anybody read that there from
Yep, I did.
yeah.
That's definitely a really unfortunate way to go.
Yeah.
One of the people are trying to pet wild dolphins, and the dolphins pretty much, yeah,
Again.
they do more than just kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, they're one
They'll
of the
use your-
only other species that actually do what we do for pleasure.
Yes, like I said, they'll just kill you, use you for bait for the sharks, and then wait for the sharks to come in, then they'll kill the sharks.
Or they'll rape you.
After they've had their way with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to be nice about it.
But the thing is, it's the truth.
Yeah, those dolphins got some hard noses. Blunt force trauma.
Yeah, they do. That's why sharks usually don't pester them, because they know right where to get the sharks. They get them sharks right in the side of the gills, and they just and then that shark's like, ugh. You get one attack on one side, one attack on the other side, and the shark's pretty much done for after that. They do not like getting poked with that. Oh, it'd be the equivalent of us getting attacked by a woodpecker. Oh, I can feel that in my neck. That hurts.
Or like the grackles or the starlings will come down and swoop you because you get too close to their nest.
Never had that issue. Thank you.
I have. I've had them hit me.
I have never had an issue with birds.
Yeah, I was like I said, we walked out and we were walking out of our door, and then one of those birds swooped down. It was going at me, trying to get me, to leave the nest area. Everybody's freaking out. I'm saying, look, they're not going to hit you hard enough to injure themselves. Watch. I actually walked closer to the tree. They just walk, hit me with their feet. That's all they can.
Thump you.
Yeah, they're not going to hit you hard enough to hurt themselves.
Okay, got a Florida man one for you.
Oh, this ought to be great.
Oh yeah,
It's Florida.
He had his arm ripped off by a 10-foot alligator. It was peeing in the pond because the bar line was too long.
Yeah, see, I don't. That just qualifies as stupid, not aggressive.
Well, it is a Florida man type story. So
yeah.
Oh, hey Mac, welcome back.
Mac.
But like
that
I
is
said,
so bad that this one actually popped up twice on my feed here.
I mean, yeah, you'll start getting a lot of stuff that will actually start repeating over and over and over again.
Yeah, usually after you get about past the fourth or fifth page, it's just like repeats.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to find it all. It really is.
Yeah, I wasn't finding much here. We've got big cats in this state, and I wasn't even finding like any decent records for like big cat attacks. Because usually when a big cat attacks here, it's like mainstream news.
Oh yeah, well look at Southern California around the Griffith Hills. There's a bunch of mountain lions there. This past summer, they had a lot of troubles with them. They were actually going down and actually attacking the people's dogs they were walking with because they're starving.
Real life Coke bear bashes car window, guzzles 69 cans of soda.
Yeah, like I said, yes, so many attacks do go unreported. That's the hard part.
That happened in Vancouver, by the way, folks.
Drunk bears.
Yeah, they had 69 cans of soda? My gosh.
Yeah, so much for that CRV value. Yeah, like I said, I'm just talking about the ones that people are going to mess with the animals.
Like the octopus that strangled a driver at 40 feet down? Probably trying to get a selfie with it and came out and just wrapped around its neck.
No, the thing with octopi is they are curious creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had no idea what he was. When it got on him, he struggled, and that indicated to the octopod that it was prey. And that's what he went for.
Mm-hmm.
He probably said the octopus itself probably thought it was a dark fish.
Yeah, Rob, with that one there, that is a touchy subject. Me being a pest control for a municipality, there is a liability clause with that. I mean, first of all, I would try and trap it in, and you get with your Department of Revenue Services, you team up, and they'll usually come and take care of the problem because they got the experience for it, and they'll end up trapping the animal and removing it. Usually they do euthanize it, but a lot of times they'll try and at least give it a home somewhere or try to relocate it first. They're not out there just to kill them. However, right there, law enforcement and animal control kills mountain lions when they enter the city here. I mean, if its population is that high and the animals are out of control, that is one thing, but still, I would still try to save its life. I mean, he's just doing mountain lion things.
Yep.
He's looking for food, looking for a mate. Pass on his lead.
Problem.
Now, like I said, a lot of the cats in Southern California, a lot of them are tagged. They can keep track of them because they got collars on them. That's how they know which animals that were doing the attacking around the Griffith Hills area, because all of them have collars there. They trapped them and they put collars on them, and that's how they know which animals are which. Yeah, which ones are, yes, as Molly says, which ones are the repeat offenders.
I wonder how many times they have to be a repeat offender before they
It's several times, unfortunately.
Okay, this one's not in the United States. It's in Russia, though. Enraged camel turns on taunting man, stomps him to death.
Oh yeah.
Well, see, that's aggravated. That's aggravation right there. So that one counts.
Yeah.
Because he's purposely trying to piss off the camel.
Yeah, right there. When food is scarce, they will go into the cities to find food.
Zoo goer throws water bottle at chimpanzee. The chimp hits back.
Yes.
Yeah, don't mess with monkeys or any sort of primate.
Now here's a retribution type of thing. A pig kills butcher in Hong Kong slaughterhouse.
Would not be surprised.
That would be job related. I don't. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure somewhere in there was a slew of OSHA violations.
Oh, what? They don't have OSHA there.
I was in China, so I don't know.
There's no OSHA there.
That would explain why a lot of their stuff always breaks and or collapses on them.
Yes.
Which is really funny because I love watching the crane videos of like crane fails. And I'm like, I know full on well that is not in the U.S. because we got way too many standards and practices. Hey, CR, how's it going?
He's back.
How does a camel decapitate a human?
They'll rip your head off. They'll bite you. They can grab you by the shoulder and toss you like a rag doll.
Camel will get punched in the throat. He tries to bite you.
WB.
Welcome back. Also stands for water baby, but I don't think a lot of people remember those.
Man tries to tease seagull, suffers the consequences. He gets his tongue bit.
Yes.
Yeah, he probably deserved that one.
That one counts.
Okay. I'm trying to find the good ones. It's just
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to try and go for January 1st to December 31st.
Missouri woman bitten after kitten turns out to be a bobcat.
I've seen so many videos like that where they pick
I know.
lynx, bobcat, something.
Squirrels are the number one.
Raccoons.
Squirrels, raccoons.
Like all of the ones I've seen, they like have no issues. They raise them, the cat grows up with them, and you have a giant cat as a pet.
It is still a wild animal.
Yeah, domesticated technically. Yes, I say technically because it still has that. It's only going to take one thing to get that cat to snap, and
Yeah.
those instincts are going to kick in.
And then not only that, you cannot return it to the wild because it's been with humans.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's one thing if the dog, like a dog or a house cat, which can go feral pretty quick. Same thing with dogs if they have to. They've been with the humans for many centuries, thousands of years.
Dogs would probably be the longest standing sidekick that the human race has ever had.
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They started with wolves.
Yep.
They
Every one of them comes from the wolf.
domesticated wolves, and there you go.
Hunt together.
Okay, this was not a one trying to be cutesy or anything like that. A toddler was killed by a giraffe. The first time
I
I've ever
can
heard
somehow see that.
it was a toddler.
No,
Yeah.
I can understand that, but the
Okay.
thing is, whether or not it took place in an actual zoo or out in the savannah.
It was South Africa, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Savannah.
But like I said, a kick from a giraffe can take out a lion. A toddler is no troubles at all.
Bull elk charges tourist taking its picture in Colorado.
Oh yeah, don't mess with the elk in Denver, man. Them suckers.
Anywhere.
I don't know what it is. There's got to be something in the water in Denver, but the elk up there, I shit you not.
I know what it is in the water in Denver.
Them things are like, I swear to God, I saw an elk one time. That sucker was as big as a moose.
And there's one, a wild elephant charges a group of locals in Malappuram, India. That was a wild one.
Yeah, but like I said, I don't know the history of that one, so we don't know. Like I said, everybody down in the description below, in the comments below who have joined in, after the live is done, go back into the comments below and go ahead and give a guess on how many encounters in North America we are going to have. The criteria is someone doing something. Okay, I'm going to say the word stupid to cause themselves or the people around them harm because they got too close to the animals, i.e., taking selfies, feeding the wildlife, stuff like that. They go into their environment, into their safe space, and the animals kind of freak out.
Kangaroo attacks, kills 77-year-old woman in Southwest Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they'll do. You could be walking down the street and they'll just attack you.
No, but like I said, that's something you're going to have to. You just can't read the headlines. You're going to have to read the story and find out why.
There's one about the hunter mauled by mama grizzly bear by accidentally surprising her and her 3 cubs in Alaska. That was, I don't know if that was an accident or on purpose. It said surprising, so I'm assuming it was by accident.
Yeah.
Was not the intent to go after the bears.
Well, like I said, CR can probably attest to this with the grizzly bears up there in Canada, Alaska. When you're going out into the wild, into nature itself, there is a reason why you hire a guide to go and do the salmon fishing. He's the one that's going to have the rifle to protect you from the wildlife.
Well, that, and he's also going to know where not to go because bears are creatures of habit, and they will go to the same area every season to catch.
And they teach their young to go to that area as well.
Okay, a woman said this. Something grabbed my backside. I was bitten on the butt and nearly drowned by an angry sea turtle. Had to get it. I found my turtle one.
Yes, but I am not going to count chance encounters.
Okay. That was. I found a turtle attack.
Yeah.
A lot of domesticated dogs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I saw a thing that says there's 4.2 million attacks a year from dogs.
Yeah.
In the U.S.
But that's usually a domesticated animal, either protecting its home or its owner or turning on their owners.
It's usually a lot of it's because of children manhandling the dog, and after a while, the dog's going to be done with it. And
The snap.
in the dog's mind, he's taking the right course of action by disciplining whatever's attacking him. We don't see it that way because of the way our society works. We just think of it as a dog attack.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your
And that's
bison
usually
attack. That
when you get the
someone was
dog
warned-
put down.
Someone was warned, don't go near them. They will kill you.
Yes.
And they still did it. And someone
Yeah.
got killed.
Yes. Huge and beautiful for a Maine Coon cat.
Yeah,
Is it, I am
the
not a
size of a
cat.
raccoon.
Like I said, I'm not a cat person.
If the person is a snake wrangler and they get bit by a rattlesnake, does that count?
Oh, geez, that's a tough
Job
one.
hazard.
Yeah, we'll probably put that one as a job hazard. He's not going out to the wild to catch snakes by hand. Now, a snake wrangler, that's just his profession. Same thing with the pest control technician. When they're called to remove a pest, and they get caught by surprise and it attacks them, okay, you've cornered that animal. But it's not doing something ridiculously stupid.
Okay.
I'm talking about tourists doing dumb stuff.
Trying to put a kid on a buffalo to take a picture.
You got it.
The amount of people that did that one year in Yellowstone just blew my mind. I'm like, y'all don't learn from like these mistakes at all. You get gored by a buffalo that weighs as much as your car that you drove over there. Sucker has horns on it, and you want to set your damn kid on there to take a picture. And then when you do, you get gored to death, and you want to blame the buffalo. No.
And try and sue the park. And no.
This is not 11 BC where we're out there with spears trying to hunt buffalo to survive because winter's like 3 months away and we need meat and fur so we don't freeze to death.
Okay, here's another title. It Bit Me, an adult raccoon attacks Philadelphia man filming babies.
Again, chance encounter.
No, he was doing it on purpose.
He was doing it on purpose, going in and taking a picture of the baby raccoons. And that sow says, nope, that's not going to happen. That one would count
Okay.
because he's going in there doing something he's not supposed to, and he's not a professional.
Yep, agreed, CR. Nobody wins on that one, and it just makes it more. It just makes it harder for the animals that are there trying to survive after we've damn near wiped them out. And then all of a sudden, some stupid lady puts a kid on a buffalo or tries to walk up and pet the buffalo, and next thing you know, that buffalo's dead because it killed somebody.
Yeah, listen, on top of that, can you imagine the paperwork all those employees have to do that were at that incident at that time?
Oh yeah, because a lot of that stuff is protected, and especially because considering the fact that it is on state property.
No, federal.
Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is federal. Yeah, so yeah, that's
National
federal.
park is federal.
That paperwork, that's got to be a binder full of paperwork.
Oh, I know. A man bitten by a snapping turtle. Yeah.
That's got to be either like the Everglades, Florida, like Louisiana.
if you go
It
in there-
happened in Iowa.
Yeah, you're going in there and you're messing with it. Yeah, you deserve to get bit. I said I had to deal with with the sliders all the time at work because we had the lake. I had to deal with it all the time. I said I got training how to take care of them properly, how to hold them properly without getting snapped at. And you don't hold them for a long time. You have to wear rubber gloves because of the salmonella that you can get from them.
Oh, that and them suckers are slippery as hell because they're basically covered in like a thin layer of
Algae.
slime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that algae is slick as shit when it's in the water. You can grip onto it, no problem. But the minute that stuff gets out of water, it's like sticking your hand in a giant booger.
Yeah. Basically, I actually had a special tote that I would have in my storage unit. And when I get the call, I would go and pick up that tote and go and take care of it. The least amount of time you are holding it, the better you are.
The less angry it gets.
Yeah, if you can coax it into the tote, then tip it up, put the lid on it. Take it to the water, release it. I had to do that several times a year.
Another a veteran snake handler dies after being bit by a rattlesnake.
Again, professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
Occupational hazard.
Yeah, that's like a NASCAR driver, getting in a wreck. Yeah, it's occupational hazard.
Or a farrier getting kicked by the horse.
Oh, yeah.
The occupational hazard on that one, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. I've known a couple of farriers, and man, every one of them has either been, they've all been kicked.
Kicked or at least bitten.
Oh, yeah. And yes.
Yeah, that one right there, Ghost, that one's actually a shock. I mean, you have to do a lot to piss off a nurse shark in order to get that thing
Oh, I
to bite
know.
you. Like that, whoever got bit by a nurse shark was definitely messing with it to see if they could make it mad. That's one of the most docile sharks out there.
Well, stepping on it, because you didn't see it, that might be one thing. But poking a stick at it is a different story.
2 men killed by camel that escaped a Tennessee petting zoo.
Jeez. Again, animal on the rampage. That one
I was gonna say I think that one might fall under secondary occupational hazard.
I don't think they were. Let me double check that one.
Yeah, that's something you got to read the entire story to figure it out. A lot of times, a lot of the information is not even in them because they're such short headlines, or not the headline, but the what actually happened. Not all the information is there.
What's up, Blake? How you feeling?
There's Blake.
They were cornered. They escaped the petting zoo and they were cornered at their house.
The people were cornered, or the camel was cornered.
They were cornered.
Yeah, that's a rampage right there.
Right, I kind of agree with Blake on that one. Just literally just Google Florida man. You're gonna get all kinds of shit.
Where's Hike with Mike when we need him?
Oh yeah, type in Florida man and there's Florida Man TV series, and then it says Florida Man headlines, and then we got Florida Man memes. Let's go with Florida Man memes.
Enraged rhino chases a safari guide up a tree.
Excuse me.
Now, did Steve Irwin die because of what he was doing at the time, or did it just randomly happen?
Occupational hazard.
No, was he actually doing something about the stingrays at the time, or is it something that just randomly happened? Is what I'm saying.
I'm thinking that's going to be kind of a bit of both. I mean, yeah, he was getting closer than he should have, and the cameraman spooked the stingray
Okay.
because it was being cornered in from 2 different directions.
Yeah, that's another thing you don't want to step on.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really hard not to step on them when they're at the beach because, yes, they are out in the oceans. And the problem is if there's a brown one, they blend right in with the sand. You ain't going to see it until that sucker sticks you.
Oh, yeah. Or especially if it's in brackish water for the black ones.
Yeah.
2,000-pound cow charges cop who tried to herd it off the highway.
I'd say occupational hazard on that one, but at the same time, that's
because it's not cops don't normally handle cattle.
They don't, but safety of others comes first, so they try to deal with the problem before it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
it's the same reason why.
Yeah, again with Ghost there, he was too close. I'm gonna say he got complacent with the wildlife. As bad as it sounds, for Mr. Steve Irwin.
Oof. No, when he was talking about the nurse shark, he said one of a guy got bit in the chest and the shark wouldn't let go. It's a 2-foot nurse shark. That's still considered a fairly small nurse shark.
Yeah. Again, what was he doing with the nurse shark?
I bet
Well,
you I know
how long
exactly
is
what he was doing. The name aptly states nurse. So he was probably doing something that the tassels usually attach to, and he was probably doing something that way, and it latched on. Bet you he would. I'm pretty sure it was one of those hold my beer moments.
Oh yeah, it could have been.
Because it bit him in the. I mean, it depends on where it bit him in the chest, but from that judging, I'm guessing it was one of the. It was either the left or the right pec.
Yeah, yeah. Makes a whole new meaning for nurse shark.
Yes, exactly. Can almost guarantee that dude was probably drunk or had something in his system, and he was like, "Oh, it's a nurse shark. Let's see what it can nurse." Not the way he thought it was going to happen.
He said the left.
Yeah, that nurse shark got some tite a la mode.
Oh yeah, what shark doesn't?
Okay, this is something from Arizona again. They were trying to remove a beehive, not your
Again?
normal beehive, 100-pound hive
Occupational hazard.
Yep.
from their home.
Yep.
Still an occupational
Man
hazard.
was killed and 5 other people were injured.
Yes, because they were doing something stupid, and they were not even professionals. Again,
Also, it was an extremely large hive too. So
yes, the largest one I took care of was about 60 pounds.
I still think that one falls under the category of occupational hazard because I bet what happened is they probably
Homeowner.
had a crew out there. They probably had a professional crew like Jason with the suit and everything. And the homeowner went outside and pestered the bees while they were trying to remove it.
No, as soon as you open up that wall, they're mad.
Yeah, they'll land on they'll do what they standardly do, which is bumping.
Yeah, if I remember that one correctly, that was the homeowner, not a professional. Figure they can save themselves a couple of $100.
Yeah, well, it doesn't look like that happened. Looks like they lost themselves a couple $100 because I'm pretty sure they went into shock from all the bee stings.
Oh yeah, yeah. It said when you get a hive that's about 100 pounds, yeah, you're talking 90,000 bees, maybe more.
Yeah, probably upwards of between 100 and 100, like 120.
No.
Yeah, there you go, Blake.
Ooh, yeah, red wasps.
what
Those are
about our invasion we went through last year with the raccoons?
Yeah,
I thought the only thing that I've ever actually really had bite me was a wolf spider,
oh yeah, it still hurts.
and that was through a pair of leather gloves.
And you were probably picking it up and messing with it.
No, actually, I was not. We were at a campsite. It was me and my uncles, and we were fishing, and we just happened to pull up on shore, and we decided to eat lunch. While we were eating lunch, we started a little fire just in that area. It was fairly chilly, but the warmth brought a whole bunch of. There was probably about 8 or 10 of them damn things.
So chance
And-
encounter.
Do what?
Chance encounter.
Yeah, chance encounter. That wasn't me doing something stupid.
Same
was
thing
just-
when
they
I was
were
with
just
Tyler
there.
and the coyotes.
Yeah, AT's was his was also chance encounter.
Okay, folks, I hate to say this, but I'm nodding off here.
You
I'm
gonna tap out?
I'm tapping. Here, I'm tapping. I'm just tired. I'll keep talking about, my vehicle situation, and hopefully Cliff will get a resolution to his wallet situation.
Oh, my wallet situation's pretty much been resolved. I'm just waiting for all the pertinent stuff to get mailed back to me.
The inconvenience of losing your wallet.
Yeah. Again, my condolences, brother. I'm sorry for what you went through. And I will catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep. Peace.
Be well. Good evening and good night.
Good night. Like I said, I'm hoping we're keeping people entertained tonight. I'm hoping so.
Yep. Night, guys.
Good night.
Have a good one. Oh, we still got 8 people in here. Soon to be 7. But
What is that, a tree?
what was that, Molly?
Oh, she's talking to the oldest daughter. I think about
Hi,
food or
oldest daughter.
So yeah, Blake is asking you what happened.
Oh, lost my wallet at the gas station. So, AKA now at this point, lost and / stolen. Had about $400 in there, probably closer to 5. Lost my credit cards, stuff I've had in my wallet for over the last 20-something years, things that I can't get replaced because don't remember the numbers for things on that stuff. And actually had my damn fishing license in there, which really sucks.
Even the one from Iowa.
Yeah, I think I actually still had that one in there.
Yeah, so don't consider that one as a big loss.
I just
Yeah.
kept it in there for like a souvenir, as like a souvenir
Yeah,
for the most part.
it is. It's a souvenir. Yeah, so yeah, now there's only 2 of us left up here. So yeah, like I said, for all those who have come in and don't know, we also had to jump up in numbers. After the live is done, go ahead into the comments and give a guess on how many encounters
We can find.
that we can find, because I'm going to try and count them all as much as I can, of people doing dumb stuff, like tourists going to take a selfie with a bison, or I'm gonna go take a picture with that moose. Stupid stuff.
I'm gonna go see if I can ride that deer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go feed the wildlife.
Can I pet
Stuff like
that
that.
dog?
Going into their environment and getting too close, and then the animals are attacking the person because all of a sudden, hey, that human's a threat. Or I'm trying to stand my ground. You're too close, and that's basically what it is. The animals are going, hey, you're too close, get away. Like I said, a lot of them don't understand. Like the bison, they don't understand. Humans are fragile. Okay, they're there to try to fight off bears, mountain lions, and stuff that are a lot tougher than we are.
Yeah,
So,
the whole that whole can I pet that dog?
Yeah. Yeah.
I finally I ran across the entire full original video,
Uh-huh.
and it's this kid on a porch asking to pet this black bear.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And she's all,
Yeah.
"Can I pet that dog?" And her mom's like, "No."
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah. Now we are not going to count chance encounters when somebody it's like you stumble across the animal and the animal attacks. Okay, we're not going to count that, or the animal actually coming out of nowhere and attacking somebody, like the one I posted, actually reposted on Facebook today earlier. I got from from somebody else that a fox came out and attacked a lady that was in her yard. I think she was on her phone or had a cup of coffee, and they played "What Does the Fox Say?" It is a funny video.
I seen that one. That lady, yeah, she's out in her front yard, and fox just comes out of nowhere and just grabs her
Slinks
by the
up on her.
pant leg.
Yeah, I'm not counting stuff like that. But like I said, the video's funny because they put the song with it. Yes, now that we look at it, when it happened, it's not funny because of what that lady had to go through, and that person to chase off the fox.
Yeah,
At
there
the
was
time-
another one similar to that. This dude was out in his robe, wearing like sweats and whatnot. He was outside in a robe, drinking. I think it was like a cup of coffee. Was on the phone. He had his dog out there doing their business next to this big old standard industrial trash can, the ones that pick up and drop and set back
Yeah.
down, the ones with the heavy ass plastic lids. Well, his dog was started barking, and I guess this coyote somehow managed to get on that side of the fence and it
Uh-huh.
started attacking the dog. He got the coyote off, grabbed the coyote as he's literally holding it by the base of the tail upside down, and opens the trash can, sticks the damn thing in the trash can, and closes the lid. And I was just like, the dude wasn't even freaking out. He just like walked over there, separated the two dogs, grabbed the coyote by the ass, and stuck it in the trash can like it was an everyday occurrence.
Yeah, but like I said, no, we're not going to count the person who's mountain biking and gets T-boned by a deer. We're not going to count those.
You know that's straight just bad timing and luck.
You got it. Yeah, we're not going to count that stuff. This is something that somebody is literally on purpose going to do something they're not supposed to. Like I said, you don't go and pet the fluffy cows. You don't go and pet the murder kitties. Okay? And you don't feed the trash pans.
And you don't poke an asshat nest.
Yes. Yeah, so this is something that somebody's actually going out of their way to go get something or do something so they can have, a selfie with the bison. No, don't do it. I said, as my thumbnail says, danger. Stay away from the wildlife.
Yeah, it ain't worth the risk. The reward is definitely not worth the risk.
No. Like I said, it's cheaper to get a camera with a telephoto lens than it is a hospital stay.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, like I said, the title is Don't Mess with the Wildlife. So that's why if you have any troubles with wildlife and they're being a pest, call in a professional or authorities if you can.
Or shoot it with a 410. But, I mean,
Depends on what
your
the
state regulations.
Yes. But again, like I said, if you think you can handle it, don't. Just call in a professional. Now, if you know you can and you had the training, that's different.
Jesse,
Like I
down
said-
here, I'm not too worried. The most I'm going to find down here are rat snakes and
Yeah.
your standard, like, green and yellow garter snakes.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yes.
you can tell a rat snake when you see one down here. They are way different than the rattlesnakes. They're the same color, but the pattern is way different.
Yeah, because we got some of the rat snakes here that are like really dark green or into the black. And again,
Ours are
it's
more
almost like
dark brown.
it's almost like a gopher snake
Yeah.
with pattern, but it's a really dark green or into the black.
Yeah, we have those down here too, those gopher snakes.
We
That's
got
why.
most of the gophers, yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
Like
I figure it this way: if I don't hear the, it's not a poisonous snake. Because I mean, down here, that's really all we have. We have the rattlesnakes and the diamondbacks.
Like I said, I had a deal with one this long that I misidentified because it was so small. And little babies,
juvenile rattlesnakes and copperheads, they'll have the little rattle, but just not very loud.
Yeah. Problem is when you're in a dark house and you pick it up with a mouse trap, it looks like a piece of yarn, and all of a sudden it starts to move.
Yeah, though that's the first reaction you're going to have is to let the damn thing go.
Yeah, let's put that down. Yeah, let's get the clickers, pick it up, and take it outside.
That's another funny thing. I see people doing that stuff with like the barbecue tongs, the like 2 foot long ones. They'll go out there with a barbecue tongs and grab it and just walk away.
Guilty.
I mean, it works. It's got, as long as you get it close to the head and not like the middle of the body, you're fine.
They've all been small.
It's when you're dumb enough to grab it near the butt end of that thing, and you're like, I probably should have grabbed it closer.
Yeah, well, with the tongs, it's been a small snakes with the tongs. Small snake. But yeah, I got the trash pickers, stuff like that that you can grab. Those are actually strong enough to actually pin a larger snake down. Like I said, if they're in the house, it's a death sentence. If it's outside in the yard, yeah, I'll shoo it away from out of the yard if I can.
Yeah, just relocate it.
Well, like I say,
Oh,
I
I
can
had a
only
lizard down
relocate
here.
it up to legally, I can only move it up to the edge of the property. And if it's a large property, you're really not supposed to move them more than 100 yards. Because usually they won't survive that. Don't know why. It just happens.
Yeah, but snakes move. They go everywhere.
Yeah, they actually stay within a certain area, believe it or not.
Oh, that's funny.
It blew my mind when I'm going, no, they don't. They go all over the place. You know, just as your thought. And I go, I was talking with some of the park rangers, and they said, no, we can only move them so far.
That's weird.
It is weird. I never gave it a thought or anything. I just never gave it a thought.
So, 100-yard radius, give or take,
Mhm.
from, we'll say, where the snake's nest is normally at. So that's the epicenter. So you'd have a 100-yard radius. That's still, 100 yards is a long ways.
It is a long ways.
That's a 300-foot circle.
Yeah, that's 200. That's a 600-foot circle. From end to end.
Yeah, that's a big ass circle.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you guys, just the safest way to enjoy wildlife is with a camera with a telephoto lens.
Binoculars.
Yeah.
Or your
Yeah.
cell phone on maximum zoom.
Yeah, but I want to be in the picture too. Well, Photoshop it.
Exactly.
That's all I can say. Yeah, like I said, don't forget to put your number for your guests at the at the end of the year for your
69.
encounters with wildlife that people have either been injured or removed from the gene pool.
Yes, the official Darwin Award,
The official Darwin Award, yes.
which Colin wasn't nominated, he was recommended.
Yeah.
I was here long enough to hear the conversation about him catching the bats. That's when I started. That's when I popped in, but wasn't actually on.
Now, getting to the videos now. I'm not going to show any videos. I'm just not going to do that. That's just not cool. But to me, it's not. Yeah, you can go on YouTube and you can find it everywhere. You can go on the internet and you can find it everywhere. The funniest ones of all are the squirrel ones.
Squirrels are quick, and they can get in places where you wouldn't think they'd get into.
Or like that lady, oh, look, I found a squirrel on the side of the road. I decided to pick him up and bring him in the car. That's okay, little squirrel. And then it bites her and she's all,
Freaking out, yeah.
as she's driving down the road. All I can do is laugh because, lady, you know better. You should not do that. But again, I'm going, yeah, she's from the city.
I also think a lot of it has to do with like social media and a lot of false reportings on, oh, you can pick up wildlife if it's not. Really what I blame is Disney.
Yeah, thank you, Disney, for making all the wild animals our friends.
Yeah, I can go out into the woods and have a magical encounter with a bear, and the bear's going to be my friend. And then the next thing you know, your face is missing and you're dead on the floor.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been saying this for 2 years now?
Yep.
Thank you, Disney, for teaching us how all the wild animals want to be your friends. Yeah.
Yep, agreed. The disconnect from the real world.
Yes. Like I said, the other criteria is if it is a professional that is attacked for going in and removing the animal, that is occupational hazard. So that does not count. So, because we were talking about that earlier.
So yeah, if Jason went out to remove a snake and the snake got him in the twig and berries, that's occupational hazard.
Yeah, you want to suck out the poison?
I've heard that one before, but like, you'd let me die if I got bit on the dick with a snake.
You're
Oh
going
hell
to
yeah, I would. I ain't sucking out the poison.
die. You are going to die.
I'm like, I'm just gonna sit there and laugh because I ain't sucking no poison. That's the
Yeah,
whole.
well,
I wouldn't pee. I hate you so much. I wouldn't pee on you if you were on fire, but you burn to death.
well, like I said, you got to remember, how I grew up is a lot different than a lot of other kids. Okay, I I grew up kind of rural. Both my parents were in the aircraft industry. I grew up near an Air Force base. So basically, I was grown up by with a lot of adults that were military. Okay.
Discipline.
Yes. So yeah. So sometimes stuff will just slip out of my mouth, and I won't even think about it, and it happens. I can't help it sometimes. But usually, I try and keep clean. I try and keep clean. I've done very well, but sometimes I just can't help it.
Yeah, I've officially stopped trying to filter because, yeah, the people out nowadays are just they need to not be filtered.
So I just become more tactful.
Snowflakes.
I just became more tactful.
I try to be, but then I have to go from tact to blunt because people sometimes just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's telling the truth. That's
Sugarcoating it.
there's sugarcoating it, and then there's layman's terms. That's the blunt part.
Yep. I kind of have the filter of a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Ask a 5-year-old what you think, and they'll straight tell you without even a second thought.
Oh yeah.
You'll be like, "Sweetie, how do you think mommy looks in his pants?" And they just say, "Fat."
Yeah. Mhm.
And so, all right, well, I sometimes think it's
All right,
that
CR.
honesty that people need to hear.
Yeah. So sometimes I do it at work. I gotta just be flat blunt at work sometimes. Hopefully, I'm saving him a trip to the hospital.
I do that at work all the time. Like in one day, within like a 2-minute span, I had 2 people ask me if, for one, I sell by the slice, and I looked at him. I said, "No, sir, I do not. If I did, it would be on the menu." Dude walked away, walked about 3-4 feet, turned around. He goes, "Fair enough." I'm like, y'all don't know how to read? And then I had another guy, swear to God, he stared at my menu for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
decided to orders wings, and then asks me if I have fries. I said, "No, sir, I don't." I said, "If I did, it would be on the menu." Which you just spent 10 minutes looking at.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. I
it
take
hurts.
it your place has no secret menu.
Oh, there's a secret menu and only a few people know about it, and it's the menu I've made.
Ah.
So I'm the one making the secret menu because I'm the one that invented all this stuff on the secret menu.
Yeah. Well, like I said, every once in a while, I'll actually get customers that actually come to me, even though I am in the electrical department. They'll come and talk to me about pest control. And a lot of times it's like, okay, you're in this kind of situation. I need you to call a professional and get it taken care of. And same thing with electrical. They'll come up with a problem that says, no, that's the time you need to call a professional.
Yeah. Unless you have a fair, good knowledge of electrical workings, then certain things you can do by yourself, as long as you're
Yeah.
smart enough to turn off the corresponding breaker switch.
Yes. Now, a lot of it is troubleshooting. It says you don't have the tools for it. I have the tools I can sell you. And again, they're not going to fork out, $600-700 in tools like the professional has. Call the professional. They'll find it a lot faster than you will. They have the proper tools. Again,
Oh, yeah.
pest control. We have the proper tools. We have the proper training.
Unless they're pitching red to both.
Yeah. unless they're catching rats at Lowe's. Oh, they're having the same problem all over the town. So it's not just them; it's the whole city. So
Yeah, the
every
problem is they'll have more next year.
yeah, like I said, I think it had to deal with the drought. They're
That and the
already
fact that they
here,
were storing all the dog food outside.
yeah, and inside. Oh, CR says hi. And like I said, with the drought, less food for them. Hey, let's go inside. It's cooler. Hey, it's a what's the word?
Free buffet.
Utopia here. Yay, they got food right here for us. They got water in the garden section. Yeah. They have everything they need.
And on top of that, nice warm soil that they can build nests in.
Oh yeah. They've been burrowing in with the potting mixes.
Yep. Oh, they'll do it in the plants too. If you've got like trees out there, they'll dig into the bottom of the tree, build a little hill up there like a P-trap kind of style, and they'll have like a little nest up in there because that thing's in a black container. It's nice and toasty warm in the summer.
And guess what? You're going to take it home with you.
Yep. People have actually found random mice and rats in plants that they've bought and taken home.
Took home, yeah. And spiders.
Spiders are going to be on everything. There's no getting around that.
But yeah, like I said, it's just that comes with training. Like I said, occupational hazard. Okay, when I was doing the pest control, that was the occupational hazard. Dealing with the wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I have the training. I got lots of tools here that I do for that. For the large vermin. I.e., the raccoons, possums. Yeah. And some of them I can't set because I got cats.
Yep, because you don't want the cat getting into an accident.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like the footholds and stuff like that.
Oh,
That's why I like the dog proofs.
When it wants Scooter accidentally stepping in one.
No, he found a rat trap when he was just a little itty bitty puppy, and he's scared of him now.
That's the good thing.
Yes. Problem is,
No, it's not me.
now he's a little bit knock meat from it. Hey, no, get down. It bruised him up pretty good.
Yeah, as long as he's wary of them, then he ain't gonna go near him anymore.
Yeah. I mean, he'll go up and he'll smell it, and I'd say no. Then he backs away from it. But yeah, like, no, you can set it down there, dog. Yeah, like I said, and again, a quick reminder before we sign off for the evening. Don't forget. Oh, shoot, I need to do this. Don't forget to leave a comment below in the comments how many encounters there are going to be. The stipulation is going to be people messing with wildlife, basically. They go out of their way to get close to the wildlife and the animals attack. That is going to be the criteria. If it is a professional going to take care of something, it's not going to count. It goes for the city folk who decide to go ahead and mess with the wildlife because they don't have that kind of wildlife in the city. They have different kind of wildlife, but not something that's going to kill you and eat you or leave you for dead for something else.
I was gonna say raccoons, geese, swans.
Yeah.
Random snakes, because
Yeah.
you know how people just like, oh, snake's too big, I can't keep it in here. And they just throw it outside in a park.
Yeah. But people going to feed the wildlife, that counts because you're not supposed to be feeding the wildlife. Feeding the wildlife, different story. That's for hunters.
Good night, Sierra.
Good night, CR. I know it's the top of the hour for you. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on. I'll be on for maybe a couple more minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah.
I know I showed up a little late, but
It's okay. We figured you were on Mallory's.
I was doing some stuff and I forgot what time it was, and I looked at the clock and I was like, "Oop, I got to get back. I got to get on there."
Yeah, like I said, I got all my as a off subject for the greenhouse. I got a lot of my I got all four of my trays seeded. with flowers and a couple of vegetables. I got some pots that got some seeds in them.
Nice.
So I think about buying a couple more seed trays. Don't know yet. You be quiet. So I can at least start getting some of the vegetables started here in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, because that's about the time I'm going to hit the all the tender leafed stuff. Such as,
I would say for most vegetables, I would wait for about a
Yeah.
week before your last frost day.
yeah,
Plant them a week before that.
no, I'm at seed. You pre-germinate in the greenhouse for at least a month. Let them grow, then you can transplant them out in the yard.
For most vegetables, no, they'll take off in those pots.
Yeah. Well, I'm counting germination time and to get going. Like I said, for me, it was from seeding and putting out the tender leaf, like the squash. Those I'll probably just plant directly into the soil because they'll just take off. They do better instead of
Yeah,
transplant.
they germinate fast anyway.
Yeah. So more like the peas or something. I might start like 3-4 weeks before the last frost. So I still got time for those. But all the more hardy plants, I need to start now.
Probably now would be a good time to do your corn.
Corn I'll do directly into the soil.
Because well, I mean, like I said, I'm doing my test. Those things are about like 8-10 inches now.
Yeah.
Like they're tall.
Yeah, was it that bag of sunflower seeds?
Yeah.
What I brought with me from Arizona. I'm doing a test on 30 seeds to see what kind of germination rate I'm going to get.
Nice.
They are on the older side, at least 7 years.
Damn.
No, for 5 years. 5 years. They've been sitting in the bag, no holes in them, no weevils. So
That's good.
I keep them in a cool, dry place. So I don't know what kind of germination rate I'm gonna get out of them. So that's why I'm doing a test on 10 pots, and I put 3 seeds in each pot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna find out what my germination rate is with 30 of them.
You might have a better chance of testing that with an actual like seed starter tray.
No, I put them in little 4-inch pots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to take up my my seed trays. I put the flowers in there. I put in marigolds, blue buttons, colored buttons, sweet elysiums, 2 different types of marigolds. Then I also planted the chilitepines and the seeds I got from Cecilia. I put those in yesterday. So thank you, Cecilia. So one of those peppers did half a tray. Yeah, there's that many peppers in there.
I did 36 peppers. Or
No,
seeds.
I did half a tray. Well, yeah, half of a tray of 70. Yeah, 35.
Yeah, they would. Well, wait, your trays are 70, or I thought they were 72 normally.
It might be 72. Yeah, so
Yeah,
half.
because it's they're usually squares of 36. You get 2 36s and they're 72.
So yeah, so a half a tray of those, and a half a tray of the chilitepines.
All right, it means I'm gonna have to get all this stuff situated, and I'll get all that stuff sent out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if I wanted, like I said, some of the other stuff that I need the pots for, I'm going to need to get at least 2 more trays. Because that's nice, because I can do some of them now, because I got the flowers in there, so I can get them a head start. So I can put them around the beehive, and hopefully I can get a split swarm this year. I don't think I got the. I know for a fact I didn't get it out in time last year, but I was hopeful. That would catch a late split. Because sometimes they'll split after May. In June you'll get another a split from a hive. But yeah, I couldn't find my lemongrass oil. I cannot find that for some reason.
Just plant lemongrass and then make your own oil.
Yeah, no, the problem is I already got the bottle. I just can't find it. It's actually cheaper to buy the bottle than it is to buy the plant.
That plant would only be like $2 or $3.
I have to have it shipped here.
Lemongrass?
Yes,
Seriously?
I'm serious. So I got
Damn.
lucky last year and got one from work. They only shipped a couple of them, and I got one of the last ones that was clearanced out.
Damn.
Yeah, they don't send a whole lot of the lemongrass. You know, the funny thing is we got citronella growing all the way around us, and yet they sell it at work. Go figure that one.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is funny. Yeah, I know we're talking about gardening. We've actually segued away from that at the top of the hour. So let's see. I got my seeds there. So just before the last frost, I want to put the pre-germinate some peas. Well, no, the green beans I could probably do direct. But I got my eyes looking at a couple of rings from work. The galvanized rings, because
Yeah,
I look
so you're going to deal with the rings?
yeah, I looked at the price of the birdies. I'm going, man, you know what?
They're
Those are
expensive.
nice. They are. I mean, you know, sky's the limit with those. They really are. I wouldn't mind getting, getting a custom one that's, a couple feet, several feet long, as in, like 12, 14 feet long.
Yeah, well, for that, you'd have to actually go to the birdie site and actually order
Order it,
from
yes.
direct.
Yes, like I said, that sky's the limit on the cost on that one.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be expensive.
But that's something I would like to plant on our east side towards the creek. So if the creek comes up, I'm not going to have the moving water going across the property. I can't stop it from coming up, but I can keep it from moving a mass amount of weight, underneath the house, through the shop, across the property. I can slow it down, make it go around, but it's going to come up. I can't change that.
I would recommend between the creek and your property, closer to the creek side, plant 3 trees, but you want willow trees.
No, the willow trees won't survive.
Yeah, they will.
The canopy's too high.
No, they don't care about the canopy. They're literally sponges. They will soak up water and just go.
No, they don't have enough sunlight in the summertime. I mean, if you look at some of my videos, especially the summertime ones, it is thick in there. There is no sun that gets through unless there's somebody went in there and cut out an opening.
Never know.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we do have the pecan tree, which does well, soaking up the water. Pecan trees are thirsty.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you plant a weeping willow, and that thing will
That's not something I really want here. It's an invasive species here.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Those things start to seed and everything else. It can gum up the creek pretty good downstream. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
See, we've got the stupid Chinese elm. We've got a bunch of them around here, and yeah, that is a mess.
Oh yeah, no, we got the elm trees here as well.
Little circles everywhere, by the millions.
No, listen, where I grew up, we had the Siberian elms, which is that big old giant leafy ones. The leaves are about 3 inches long, 1.5 wide. More sawtooth than the Chinese elms. Chinese elms got the small leaves.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Small and jagged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I'd like to do that. Several of them on the east side of the house towards the creek, just to keep the water from pushing on the house when it comes up. I know I can't stop it from coming up, but I can stop it from moving across the property, or not the property, just around the house.
Good if you planted corn around that area.
Corn?
Corn.
Oh yeah, we can grow corn in the full sun. They won't do so well in the shade.
Trying to think of what plants would do good, because I know there's a lot of plants that are partial sun, partial shade, and they will just explode.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid, is having that happen downstream. So when the water does come up due to heavy rains, it's not going to slow the water down. We want that water to get out of here as fast as it can.
Well, no, you just get stuff that'll absorb the water faster than the water can get down there.
No, I mean no. Like I said, I think I've shown you those pictures.
Yeah, I've seen the pictures of when your house
Yeah.
flooded. It was up to like
Yeah.
the
That
top
came
of
up
the
and-
step.
That came up and gone in about 9 hours.
Yeah, and I bet you if you would have had some plants in the ground that would have absorbed all that water, or that water would have been, those plants would have been going nuts.
Yeah, the problem is it doesn't absorb it fast enough when it's running across the across the shop and underneath the house, around the house, traveling at about 7 to 10 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, it's not going to stop a flood.
Yeah, it's like a stop a flash flood. That's what I'm trying to do, is slow it down around the house.
Yeah,
up there,
raised containers would probably be your cheapest bet on that one.
yeah. I can do block walls and everything else, but I'm going, well, no, you can't. I would have to do a block wall, 2.5 feet tall, 3 feet tall, and make it into a planter. Okay. Now with that is a lot more expensive than the birdies,
Oh shit! Yeah, brick is not cheap.
because then I got to pour a footing. I got to put rebar in there. I got to put the block in there. I got to mortar the brick in there.
Yep.
Then I got to fill it full of concrete, so it can be weight bearing, so it keeps the soil in there. Even at 3 feet tall, you still need to fill it full of concrete because the weight of the soil will push it out.
Yep. Eventually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, great. They make great planters, but oh man, it is expensive. That's why I was thinking, the birdies would give me 10, 15 years for each
Probably
one.
longer than that because that's painted galvanized steel.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't get damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, they got some people here on a riding mower that are not so careful.
Yeah, you'd still be fine. Because even if you get damaged, you just order another panel and
Yeah.
just replace the panel.
That's a lot of work digging out the soil.
Once your soil's compact, honestly, all you got to really do is just dig trenches straight down
right
where
straight
bolts
down, yeah.
are, and just undo those and pull the panel off, put the panel back in, put the bolts in, and you're good to go.
Again, it is going to be the inconvenience of having to do that.
Yeah, it's time consuming, yes,
Yes, the inconvenience.
but it can
But
be
yeah.
done.
Yeah, it can be done. Like I said, I don't know if anybody here watches the Self-Sufficient Me, but
One of my
yes,
favorite channels to watch for gardening.
yes. Did you see that nice long? Was it the 14-foot one he's got in his front yard? Right
Oh
there by
yeah.
his porch? Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah, he's got two of them because he's got like
Yeah.
he
A
actually
knife?
had some custom ones made for his back section right out the door from his kitchen.
Yeah.
He's got one on one side and one on the other side.
Yeah, like one of them's like 9 feet and the other one's like 14 feet.
Yeah, them furkers are long.
Yeah. Can you imagine the weight on those walls?
Yeah, that's. Well, those ones are actually one of the newer.
36.
Those ones were his newer version models that Birdie was making.
Yeah.
That they actually have the reinforced all thread.
Yeah.
From the side panels to keep the side panels from doing this.
Yeah, but still, when you go from here to here, that's a lot of weight in between pushing out.
Oh yeah,
The soil wants to get out. It's gravity. It's going to push it out.
that's why they have those new now they have newer ones now. They've got different ones.
Those links.
Yeah, those links basically.
Yeah.
So it basically keeps it. What it does is it keeps when that soil sinks. He had one where his soil sank, and
Yeah,
it
it
actually
pulled it in.
pulled the beds in because it was bending those rods down. But it also
Yeah.
keeps the weight of the soil and water when you get it all in there from pushing them apart too.
Yeah. But like I said, when you get the structure of those curves or the arches further apart, the more pressure is going to be on them,
Oh yeah,
because it's that arch that's actually holding it together.
yeah. It's a lot of weight.
It is. Yep. Like I said, we switched to gardening and everybody's leaving. That's typical.
Well, it's also most everybody was leaving because they thought the live was ending.
Yeah, well, like I said, that's gonna be ending here. I guess right now. It's already 15 after.
Yeah, we can always talk gardening on my channel as long as Colin actually sticks to the topic.
I know.
The guy, I swear, I love Colin, but he derails topics faster than shit.
Yeah. Hey, we managed to keep him focused this week.
Sort of.
Sort of. Yeah. So with that, let's see. How about some train perhaps going away from the house? No, the whole area goes about 2 feet underwater here. The whole property. So yeah.
Even Cecilia knows that knows
Yeah,
exactly what
Cecilia
I'm
hasn't seen the pictures. Oh, Molly has a quick little video on her channel of the water going across the backyard.
Ooh, I have to go find that.
Yeah. So if you go to Molly Pest Hunter's Best Catch, you can go there and you can actually see the water moving. This is a quick little video. I mean, it's short. It's real short. And like I said, that barbecue that I have is not short. And it was also on a small little rise area in the backyard as well. So it was actually deeper than what that is actually showing. I mean, it was knee deep.
Damn, she got a ton of views on that video.
Yeah, I know.
She was close to 1,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
Man, your whole yard, you're like, I can't even see your grass.
No, you won't, because it's like 18 inches deep.
Because it looked like she's like under a foot of water.
Yeah, but like I said, everybody seen my shorts here with that little barbecuer that I have, that Molly and I have, the little fire pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how much is that above water.
Yeah, not very much. I'm looking at this.
Yeah, that is a 48-inch wide barbecue / fire pit.
Man, that
And
is,
this is as high as his chair. So we're talking 14, 16 inches tall.
yeah, that thing is buried under there.
Mm-hmm. And what's funny is that tote is covering my generator, and my generator survived the flood.
Oh, that's funny.
It is. Mine survived. Mother-in-law, actually, the father-in-law's did not. Because I had a tote over mine with weight on it, so it trapped the air in there to keep it from getting all in there.
Nice.
And as soon as I drained out the carburetor, rebuilt the carburetor, drained out the fuel out of it, and drained out the muffler, and I just let it dry out in the sun for about 3 weeks. Pulled it and started on the second pull.
Nice.
And I just let it run. I'm going, okay, it's running. It's running fine. Awesome. Going. Came in here, grabbed my multimeter, put it in there, going, yep, 125 volts, 125 volts, 125 volts all the way around. I was like, we're good. It's because I had that tote shoved on there, and it kept the air bubble in there.
That's good.
Yeah. But that was 3 years coming up here in May.
Yeah, the video was only posted like 8 months ago, though, from the looks of it.
Yeah.
But that's
And
still
she
crazy.
came across it and she posted it. Yeah, but as you can see, if you look in the towards the forested area, you can see how thick it is.
Yeah, that's dense.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the my cutting the can in half. That is a thick forest. You cannot see 25 yard. You barely see 25 feet. But yeah, it's thick. You can't get anything to grow in there. Even though that's right on the edge. I mean, once you get in there, yeah, you can see a little bit further because there's just there's a lot of the small trees blocking the view, but there's just not enough sun getting through.
Not enough ground vegetation.
Yeah. I mean, you got some of the grasses in there. You got some of the other stuff in there, a couple of bushes. But yeah, something that's going to be like a a fruit bearing plant or food bearing plant, it's not going to do well in there.
That you said you had wild blueberry or raspberries or whatnot in there.
Yeah, but no, they're out here out in the open next to the carport.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're getting sunlight.
Yeah, so okay, now a new one. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm afraid of the water doing that again. So that's why if I spend the money for the birdies, that's where I would put it. Since I don't have all that money at one time, I'm also thinking about looking at the ones for like $79 at work, which I think they're 14 inches tall and 48 inches wide in a circle.
For the rings. Yeah,
Basically, it's a fire ring. Why
yeah,
people are
no, I think they're 3 feet wide. So
No, I
I
think we
think
got
they're
the bigger ones.
36 by 12.
Yeah, but we got the bigger ones at work.
Oh, okay. So okay, yeah.
Even if it's only 12 inches tall, that's still better than getting it up off the ground. Because I can throw in a sheet of plastic underneath it, poke some holes in it, put it up on top to keep the grass from trying to invade through it as fast. I can slow it down.
Oh, once you cover that grass, once you put enough soil on there and there's no light, that grass ain't growing.
Oh, but no, we got the centipede grass. It'll go. It'll find a way.
Test it. Cut the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket off, put soil in there, and leave it on a patch. See what happens.
Yeah, they're already growing through my my planter boxes I put in last summer.
What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, this stuff's pretty aggressive grass.
Yeah, you need to put that black tarp, kind of like it's like tarp, but not quite. Everybody uses it in their gardens as like walk paths, and then they just cover it with mulch.
Yeah, I mean, it grows right through it. Mother-in-law had that. Was it the weed barrier cloth,
Uh-huh.
landscaping cloth, and yeah, it went right through it. This grass here is pretty aggressive.
I usually get the heavy duty weed barrier cloth.
Yeah.
You're looking at like $40-$50 a roll.
Yeah, and it's a small roll.
Yeah, you don't get a lot out of it. It's like 25. I think it's like 50 yards.
Yeah.
At like 3 feet, but you fold it over, nothing grows through that stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking about going to the planter rings. No, just for the first couple of years, because I can get 3 of those rings for the price of a birdies.
Oh yeah, easy.
Easy. And those birdies are $299, and that's for the tall, small ones. I know. I already looked them up.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
And those are the 4-foot ones or the 6-foot ones. Hunting and stuff. How you doing? As a reminder, folks, in the comments below after the live is done or tomorrow, we're going to do a guess on how many animal encounters we're going to be having this summer in North America that are reported. Okay? This is for people doing dumb stuff. Like, oh, I want a selfie with the fluffy cow. Oh, I want to pet the murder kitty. That kind of stuff. Feed the wildlife and the animal attacks them. Not something that you walk past and something just by chance happens, or somebody that's a occupational hazard like pest control. So leave a comment in the chat below. And after the live, because you can't do it yet, we gotta wait until after the live is ended. We kind of explained the rules throughout the last couple of hours.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we're doing good hunting and stuff. Yeah, we're just doing the last couple of minutes, last half hour.
Ouch.
Doing gardening stuff because we were on that subject for 2 hours. So this is just
wow.
here. Yeah. Instead of doing it on the green screen, we're going to do it live with you guys. Yeah.
I'm looking at birdies that all the way down at the bottom. You've got Epic Gardening, which he is a full-time sponsor, and Self-Sufficient Me is also a sponsor.
Yes. Well, he said he was.
Yeah. Oh, they've sent him tons of stuff.
Oh,
Almost every planter that he has in his yard now at this point is a birdies.
yes. Now, his early days, they weren't a birdie.
Yeah, his early days, they were wooden ones that he had from like railroad ties and lumber that he had around from the
Yeah.
original house construction projects.
Now, my first planter I have over here, it's actually starting to rot out now after 4 years.
Yeah, I'm actually still going strong on one of mine. When I was putting my T-posts in, I went to adjust it and I pulled the top board off, but I just put a 3-inch screw in there and it sucked it right up again.
Yeah, but like I said, for you, you're in a dry environment. I'm always wet.
The outside is dry, but the inside's always moist.
But
So
my
it'll
soil
slowly
is always,
rot from the inside.
mine's always wet on the bottom because the soil is always wet here. I don't have enough dryness here to actually draw the moisture out of the wood.
Well, there you go. 15. Damn, I don't want that one yet.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, the birdies are pricey. I mean, I'm sure they're well worth it.
Yeah, they've got the short round, which is $100.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the small raised garden bed, the 15-inch short. It's like a rectangle, and that one's $100.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start getting into the longer ones, and they start getting way expensive.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I'm talking about, the one that's 36 inches tall. It's going to be 3 feet wide, and it's the 6-foot length. It's like $299.
Yep, the 29 tall.
Okay, 29 tall. I thought it was 36.
Yeah, 29 tall is what it is. And this one is. Let's see if it gives me what I want.
Yes, it is expensive. Horse shops are just as expensive.
Yeah, just about them steel condemned. Them suckers,
Yep.
They went almost $30 in price in 1 year.
And like I said, with the stock tanks, they're just as expensive.
Yeah. I've actually found that Home Depot sells them a lot cheaper than Lowe's does.
Yeah, but now, like I said, for some odd reason, I don't know who came up with this idea is having a galvanized firing.
Oh, they've been out for a long time.
Yeah, the problem is when you heat up galvanized, it creates a toxic gas.
Yeah, but you're also not sitting directly in front of it. You're, a couple
Yeah,
feet
I know.
away.
I know you're not welding on it or nothing like that, but still, it does give off a toxic gas and you're breathing it in.
I don't think I'm talking about anybody in here, am I?
I don't know. Are we talking about because of Birdie?
I guess I have no clue because I don't know what Cecilia's talking about.
I
I'm
don't know.
freaking clueless. But yeah, no. See, for your area, you're better off with anything that does not have a bottom.
Yeah.
Because
need it
you don't
right
have
now.
an issue with trees trying to violate your planters.
No, out in the open, I don't have to worry about that. Over here to the east and to the south of me, yes, I do have to deal with that.
Yeah, see, anywhere I put a planter in my yard that hits ground, if it doesn't have a bottom on it,
Yeah.
there's a tree root in it. Like you've seen the videos where I show those two
No,
big old
Cecilia's
ceramic-
mind is in the gutter. Hey, HX.
Oh, gross, dry 'em young. Okay.
It almost pretty much missed it all.
But yeah, you've seen the videos where I have those two giant blue ceramic planters out in the backyard with
Yes.
the trees in them.
Yes.
Those used to be up front, and we used to have small bushes in there. Trees, small, like actually one of them was a bird of paradise, and then something else. When we moved those 1 year, we couldn't
Is it
because
rooted?
there was a root the entire size of the drain hole on the bottom. That's a 3-inch drain hole, or like a 2-inch drain hole at the bottom of it. That root went all the way in there expanded to the size of the hole and was all throughout the entire bottom of that thing.
Oh yeah, I believe it. From the trees.
From the tree.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah. Now with the if I do get the stock tanks and I put them along where the tree line is, I have to put those up on bricks to get them up off the soil.
Yep.
Just so I can get a few extra years out of them.
I've actually
They will rot out over time.
Oh, are you talking like the whiskey barrels?
No, I'm talking about the stock tanks.
Yeah, those things will take forever to rust out the bottom.
Yeah, but if I can get an extra 5-6 years out of them, hey, that's even better.
You're probably going to get... Those things will last, I think, something like 20-something years. At least supposed to.
Well, like I said, here we have a lot of iron and sulfur in our soils. So
yeah, yours might actually rust out faster.
Mhm.
Actually, you
Now-
want to prevent that from rusting. Get a can of that spray tar for trees and just spray the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And that'll just spray that and then just do it up over the seam, like maybe an inch or two.
Yeah.
All the way around it. Spray the whole bottom of it. If you want to, you can spray the inside of it. Yeah, you'll never have an issue with that thing rusting or leaking.
Nope. Alrighty, folks, it is now 9:32. It is time to say goodbye for the evening, and I will be seeing everybody on the next episode of the live chat here on Pest Hunter Outdoors. So stay in for a moment, Cliff, and everybody, please have a wonderful time. Go outside and be kind and courteous to each other in the outdoors.
And visit
Anything
my
for you?
channel on Saturday. We'll talk more about
Yes.
gardening.
Yes, we'll definitely do the full garden thing over on Cliff's channel on Saturday nights. And with all that, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care, Cecilia.